Saber fans, this is Eric Dayton, formerly known as Saber1790. I am doing a video for my custom-made Sink Tube Lightsaber, a variant of Luke and Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. I just absolutely love how this came out. This wasn't the original design. The original design did not have this doorbell button here, and this area right here was completely opened. The original design had a rocker switch in place of the doorbell button, and as I said, it was completely exposed here and had far less screws. But when I decided to modify it, I decided to incorporate sound into it. The sound came from one of the Blade Builder's toy lightsabers, and I saw a video on YouTube on how to integrate it, and I was able to fully integrate it. I tried using a regular red Mamate switch for it, but I couldn't find one for the size of hole that was placed in the tube here. It was meant for a 24 millimeter switch, like the rocker switch that I had here. So what I originally did was cut a piece of sheet metal into a square or a rectangle, used crazy glue on it, on the hilt, and just glued it on there with the switch on it. And it just looked awful. I wanted to cry. So I decided to rip it out and decided that wonder if I should use a doorbell button. So I went to Home Depot and got a doorbell button, the black one here, and connected it to the soundboard, and it worked. It worked. It completely worked. I wanted to do some modifications to the emitter here. The original way, the LED kept shaking or coming out like a damn burger. So what I did was took a sink tube connector, cut off the threads, and shoved it down in the emitter here. It was okay, but only lasted for a few days until I decided to upgrade it again. I took this is a sink drain, a grilled sink drain. I removed the grill piece of it, smoothed it out with a file before I got my Dremel. So this is regular sink tube and a sink drain combined to one. And let me tell you, it was not an easy put together. So I took an extra one of as you can see here, an extra one of those sink connectors, cut it in at a certain height with my Dremel, took some black vacuum hose, cut it and slid down into the emitter, and then took the connector and the sink connector and slid it in there and just used my drill to drill the hose right through the metal, the sink tube here, and screwed the screws back into it, and it held the LED perfectly well. Listen to that sound. And the LED shines right into it perfectly well, reflecting off the shine inside the tube. Very well. The speaker on the pommel was originally used as the ventilation for my original lightsaber before this one. So I decided to take it. I couldn't use my sheet metal scissors on it, so I used my Dremel and cut some slices into the sides and used a pair of needle nose pliers to bend the sides into a circle and fit right in the end cap here, and it worked perfectly. I just absolutely fell in love with this whole new refit of it again. I'm telling you, the red button switch, momentary switch, was not working. It looked like I combined Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber with Darth Maul's lightsaber. Well, that's all for today. May the Force be with you, saber fans, and hope you do a good job on your own sabers.